topic of the day is mindset. Yay. So as we touched in our first video, which if you're tuning in for the first time, you can see on our Facebook page, we finished with mindset, saying that it is a performance game changer. We truly believe that having the proper mindset in your everyday life, whether it's just at home or in the gym, can be a huge game changer for you physically, mentally, and just in overall performance.
Yeah. So what shouldn't you do for your mindset?
You shouldn't talk down towards yourself or anyone else. You should try to remain positive, even if it's only something really small. Like, we think even just making your positive mark for the day is just making it to the gym or waking up with a smile on your face. Like, those little things can really help improve your day. So try not to be negative.
Yeah. So if you come into the gym and you see that there's this big long workout of items that you hate doing and you just don't want to do it, it's better to just come and work through it. Set a goal for that particular workout. Set a goal for your abilities, not somebody else's. Like, if your best friend can do all of the movements and they're really quick at them, you can't let that affect how you're going to attack the workout of that day.
Right.
It's just like anything in life. You need to know what you're capable of and work towards your own goals, not someone else's. So on those workouts of things that you're really just not good at, come in that day, set your goal, and work towards that. And know that if you don't accomplish your goal, that's okay. You just have to let it go. You know what you need to work on, and then work with your coach to move forward.
I think the workouts that you are least looking forward to are probably the workouts you should be the most excited about and really give it your all. Because if you can accomplish something great, again, even if it's something little like showing up for the workout or showing up for the workout and having to scale everything, you at least did it. That is something to be proud of. And just doing that little flip or that little switch in your head will help hopefully improve your mindset for that workout and then make you stronger. Because then the next time you see those movements, you'll be like, oh, I've already done this before, or oh, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and this time I can try this or scale up, whatever it might be. We think that you're your biggest competitor always, and so if you are just competing with yourself and setting goals for yourself, and you'll see huge improvements overall. It's obviously okay to be competitive with your other classmates and other athletes, whether it's at another gym or at a competition, but ultimately whatever you do is what matters the most, and the first thing that you can change is your mindset and how you feel about your workouts going into it.
Yeah, not only should you be your biggest competition, but you can also be your biggest roadblock. So if you come into the gym and you think, oh, well, I can't do that, or I can't do this, I can't do that, this is gonna suck, you're going to set that tone for that workout, and it will suck, and you won't be able to do the things that you think you can't do. So if you're not there yet, you come in and you do the scales, and you make those scales as hard as possible, and that's how you achieve your goals in the long run. So
always aim higher. Even if you think that goal is super far out of reach, do it. It's only going to push you. We touched on this in the last, at the end of the podcast in our last video, when it comes to like poker chips even. And if a workout is an AMRAP and you're trying to get as many rounds and reps as possible, even if the time frame is 4 minutes, I don't care. Don't go into that mindset like, oh, I can count to 2, or oh, I don't need to push myself, or I don't have a lot of time. Like, whatever your excuse is, just try to wash that away and, grab 20 poker chips. Who cares if you only go through 2? Like, aim higher, because that's only going to make you better.
Yeah.
I think.
I think a good example of what we're talking about is recently, well, in March, I think, is when we did women's squat jam.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
February, March?
Yeah, February.
I had just gotten my handstand push-ups, and we had a lot of handstand push-ups in a workout. And for me, I think we probably got last place on that workout. But for me, that particular workout was a huge win because I went into a competition and did 7 RX.
For the first time ever.
First time ever. So even though we placed a little bit lower, a lot lower on that workout, that was the highlight of my day because never before had I been able to do the handstand push-ups. And I always hated handstand push-ups in workouts until that time. And now, whenever they come up, I get really excited about it because even though I struggle through them and I'm in last place most of the time on handstand push-up workouts, it's still such a win for me because I never thought I would be able to do them.
And mind you, mindset has been something that I've been working on a ton with Tristan in particular, but I try to push that for all athletes. And up to that point, like she said, she truly did hate them. And anytime they popped up in a workout, you could just tell, like her face would just get like super upset, or it would just be like super negative, and she would just go into that workout no matter what it was partnered with in like a really negative space. And it affected the rest of the workout, even if the rest of the workout were movements that she was amazing at already. She would just be in that negative space, and it just really affected her. And once we opened up this gym, I just saw this like switch turn on in Tristan, and I just feel like she's made that mindset change. And I feel like, and she can add on to it, I feel like she's improved a ton in all of her workouts and all of her movements. She's been putting in the extra work. Leading up to that competition, she was practicing every day, not just once before the competition, hoping that all of a sudden she would get the handstand push-ups. Like, because that's what a lot of people do, is they're like, oh, this is coming up, I'll practice it once and hope for the best, and they get super discouraged that they're not getting it. Like, you have to put in the work and you have to be consistent, and she did that. And I just noticed a huge change. And I think if everyone could make that switch and just celebrate the little things and realize that things aren't going to happen overnight, then you'll notice those improvements and you'll get those accomplishments, and you'll do 7. And even though it was just 7, like, there's a ton of people who can't even do 1. And there was a ton of people at that competition. It was, you either do handstand push-ups or you do wall walks. And there was a ton of people who couldn't even do wall walks. So celebrating the little things and being proud of the little things will help make your experience that much better. Because we could have let that, I think that workout was the second one.
Yeah.
And we could have let that workout ruin our whole weekend.
Yeah.
And it ended up being the highlight of the day, and something that we're still super proud of. And now workouts come up all the time with handstand push-ups in the gym, and she's like, oh, I got this. Or she's babying an injury. She mentioned that in the last video. She's like, I'm gonna scale today. And she's not letting that discourage her, even though she knows she has them now. She knows that she can still scale down and work on them to help maintain that positivity just throughout the week or in that workout.
Yeah, I think the last one we did was handstand push-ups, and there were a lot of them in the workout with my injury. So I just did an ab mat, no 25-pound plates, and I still was the last one in my class to finish, but I was so happy that I was able to do all of the handstand push-ups with just the ab mat, and I failed 1 time, which was a huge success for me. So it's those little wins. Even though I wasn't doing it RX, it was still a huge win for me because I did all of the reps and only failed 1 time. So that was a huge success in that workout. And I came, even though I was last place, I came out of that workout feeling on top of the world. I was so proud because it was a huge accomplishment for me. And, you know, I stopped comparing myself to other people, and that's been a huge burden off my shoulders.
Yeah, I think it's really important with us being coaches to be a positive role model and to show our athletes and our members that it's okay to scale and it's okay to not be the best at everything. I think that's what CrossFit is. CrossFit is supposed to highlight your strengths, but you're not strong. You might not be the best at everything, but you might be well-rounded enough or good enough in all of the movements that you become a better athlete. You're a well-rounded athlete. You're not supposed to be just super amazing at everything, you know, and we're all gonna have weaknesses and we're all gonna have to scale, and we just again have to keep that positivity, get the positive mindset, and you'll see the results.
I think it's important to say too that mindset is a daily challenge. I've come a long way with my mindset, but I still have days where I come in and I'm like, this is stupid, I don't want to do this, and I struggle with that. Like a couple weeks ago, we were on vacation, and when I got back, my second workout in, I did not want to do it. I was in such a bad place. My mindset was so bad, and it made the workout feel so much worse than it had to be, because I had already predetermined that workout was gonna suck that day. Where if I would have just came in and done some scales and just been happy to be back in the gym and back in the routine, I think that would have been a much different workout for me than it was. And so I left that day feeling super discouraged and really upset, and Tori yelled at me. And I realized, like, yeah, that's really dumb. So the next day I was super sore, but I came in and I think I scaled the next day, and I had a much better mindset going into the workout. That my workout the next day still felt bad because I was really sore from being on vacation, but it was so much more fun, and I just enjoyed it instead of coming in and beating myself up and hating everything.
Yeah.
So it's a daily thing that you will have to like set your mind every day to be positive, and sometimes you just don't have good days, and that's okay. But the important thing is to not let it drag out. The important thing is to let it go, and the next day come in and be like, okay, yesterday wasn't so great, but today is gonna be awesome.
Right.
So,
and that's why I'm super passionate about it. I feel like I am now in a very good place just mentally with all of my workouts, and I try to push it because I can see the benefit of it, and yelling at people or just
It
like
wasn't
really just I'm just really passionate about it. So, and me being a passionate person, a lot of times it may come out as yelling, but I'm never mad, and I care about right. And I just care about Tristan, and I care about all of our members, and because I just, like I said, I can see the benefit of it, and I feel like it has been a huge game changer for me. Going into workouts with a positive mindset, like it just allows me to know, like, hey, I may not be the best athlete here today, that's okay, but I feel like I'm the strongest mentally, and a lot of people lack that, and I think that's where I succeed. I look at tough workouts and I get excited about them. Like, I think we talked about this specific one last time, the thrusters and box jump over one, and everyone was like, ugh, thrusters.
That was my negative day.
Ugh, thrusters. Ugh, I'm not gonna get any box jump overs. Like, what's the point of this? And instead of scaling, or instead of going into that workout with a positive mindset, you know, a lot of people didn't get to the box jump overs that day, and the whole purpose of it was to. And I saw that workout and I was like, ooh, like this is a new challenge. I was super excited about it, and I was talking it up, and I ended up getting a ton of box jump overs. And I just think going into each workout just a little differently, you'll notice and you'll see improvement. I've been a pretty competitive athlete my whole life with just sports growing up, and a lot of them were individual sports, and so you had to be you had to have that positive mindset, because ultimately it came down to your performance. If you did awesome, it was all on you, and if you did terrible, it was all on you, and you made or broke that experience, make or break that experience.
Broken.
You know what I mean? So you get to make the experience how you want it to be, and if you want it to be a negative experience, you'll make that happen. And it's super easy to make anything a negative experience, and it's really easy to not find the positives. So I see the benefit of it, and I just want everyone to see the benefit of it, because I just feel like it's gonna make you that much better, that much stronger, and it'll give you that edge that you're looking for. Because we talk about this with team competitions. If you guys aren't mentally there, and if you guys don't have that communication, you're going to be the worst team out there. Whereas you'll see a lot of teams who are just mentally flawless, their communication's on point. They might not be the strongest athletes, but because they have that great, communication, unison mindset, they end up outshining all of the other athletes who might have the top 10 athletes on their team, but they just suck as a group. And so that's the same thing with you individually, whether you're in a team or by yourself. Like, just put in the extra time to just find that positive.
Set your goal. Set your goal and figure out what you're going to achieve. And if you don't achieve the goal, evaluate what you could have done better, and don't look at it as a negative when you don't achieve your goal. Look at it as an opportunity to work more towards that.
Right. We just finished our Oli challenge, and it was a 7-week cycle. And we
that's a good mindset one.
Yeah, it was just like it's definitely a mental game. I mean, Olympic lifting is so challenging as it is, and
I laugh because I lost my mindset on my snatches, and once my mindset went on that snatch, it was gone. I couldn't snatch any weight.
Right.
And I knew that yesterday, like during that Olympic lifting challenge, I was so determined to be, I've been stuck at 105 on my snatch for 2 or 3 years. I was so determined to beat that, but I didn't. And once that mindset went on those snatches, it was gone, and I just had to stop for the day. And it was okay. My 85 pounds, which always is rough for me, felt fantastic, and that was my win for my snatches. But once they were gone and my head just wasn't into it anymore, I knew that I needed to just move on for that day, and that's fine. And then we did clean and jerks, and my clean and jerks felt fantastic. And so that was a huge win. So even though I still didn't beat my 105, I'm close. And I know that doing the Ollie cycle improved my technique and my pull. I know for sure my clean and jerks got better. I know that I'm capable of doing 110. I just need to get a day where I just can commit to it and go. And yesterday just wasn't that day. And that's all right.
Not every day is a good lifting day, and not every day is a PR day. And I don't know how many people I saw in that challenge yesterday. They were like, I haven't been able to hit 65 consistently, or it's been so hit and miss, or 125, usually I can't cycle and I was doing it. And like, those are the wins, and that was the purpose of this cycle, was to work on proper form and technique and to be comfortable on those numbers that do typically pop up in workouts. And now, yes, maybe you didn't get a new PR number, you didn't get heavier in your weight, that's fine, but overall you're stronger and you're more technically sound because you can cycle those weights that you'll see. We don't PR every day, we don't max out every day, but we cycle reps every day. We cycle the barbell all the time, and if you're able to do that and look better and feel stronger, then that should be your win. And we saw that with this challenge, and I'm super proud of everyone who stuck with it for the 7 weeks, and I saw so many things to be proud of. I mean, people started this challenge and they couldn't even squat with the bar overhead, and now they're able to do that. And even if it's just with the empty barbell or just the PVC, like, again, please, please, please be proud of that, because when you can't do that in the beginning, and you can do that in the end, like, that is something to be proud of.
Yeah, for me as a coach, when I have somebody who can't squat at all, and then they work on it and they work on it and work on it, and then now they're squatting with the barbell overhead, that makes me more proud as a coach than somebody who could snatch 200 pounds and they got a 205 PR.
Right.
That's cool. You did it, and I'm proud of that, you for getting that PR. But those people that are just beginning and like struggle to do the basics, and then they build upon that, and now they're doing squat snatches or clean and jerks with really great form. That's more of a proud moment as a coach.
Yeah.
For me.
Because you can only go up from there.
Yeah.
Now you're just going to continuously improve and see those new results, and then be able to, now you can start adding weight, because now your form and technique's there, and that is a win.
Yep. So my goal to improve my mindset moving forward, because it's always a work in progress, always, is to stop being negative when I come in the gym. I'm going to really try to go into each workout not saying anything negative about it, especially running, because I hate running.
Nope, she loves running now.
But now I don't hate it anymore. It's pretty great. Unless I get stung by a bee, then that's
my biggest, yeah, she got stung by a bee. That's another story. But the biggest thing for me has been eliminating the word can't from my vocabulary when it comes to the gym. And I try to use that in just like my normal day-to-day life, as just always trying to say, like, what can I do now, or how can I improve? So I just try to get rid of the word can't, because we can do anything we put our minds to, even if it looks differently than maybe someone else in your class or someone else that you're following on Instagram, whatever it might be. We can all get there if we put in the work and we just change our verbiage and, again, our mindset. And I try to start every day with a smile on my face. Some days, especially lately, are definitely harder than others. But I think if you try to be positive with yourself, it not only helps bring a smile to everyone else's day, but it also just gets you set up for a good day. And so take out the word can't, change it with can or will do, or what can I do now, and try to just keep a smile.
And I think we talked about this last time, not I only did, or I only scaled, or no, you showed up and you're making progress towards your goals. And that's really important. And you should never take that away from yourself. So,
Yeah, that's mindset. And if you need any help, or suggestions, or if you're just really struggling and you just need that positive reinforcement, come see us or any one of your coaches, because we're here for you always. And we know, like, we all started as beginners. None of us came in as games athletes, and none of us are games athletes. And you know, we're all right there with you, doing the same workouts as you and struggling with you too. And just come and talk to us. It's just a conversation, and we're there to help you, you know, in and out of the gym, and we're just so excited to see your guys' progress.
Yeah, I know CrossFit has done so much for me, because when I started CrossFit, I couldn't even hardly lift the barbell. And now, you know, like I said, I've been stuck at 105 snatch, and I clean and jerked 140 the other day, and CrossFit has been such a huge change to my whole life because of mindset. It's shown me what I can do, and that I'm capable of doing things that I never thought I could, like handstand push-ups and strict pull-ups and bar muscle-ups. And I never thought I would get there, but coming to the gym, putting in the work, doing really refining the basics, I have more stuff to work on. I can't wait to start working on my ring muscle-ups and perfecting my bar muscle-ups to where I'm not doing a big chicken wing to get over. Like, the sky's the limit, and if I can do it, you can too.
Yes.
So
That's the beauty of it. There's always room for improvement. There's always a new goal. There's always something new to learn, and you know, that's why, I mean, we've been doing it for years now, and we're not bored of it yet, and plan on doing it forever, as long as our bodies will allow.
Yep.
And we hope the same for you guys.
it's not a change that happens overnight.
Yes.
It's a daily thing. So keep coming in, keep talking to us. Let's all get into the right mindset together, and we will change our goals faster because of it.
Yeah.
When you have a good mindset, you can work a lot harder, and it's a lot more fun that way.
And we can all improve together, and we can all get better together, and we'll all be happy together. It's a win-win-win. And I guess that's it.
Yeah.
And we can talk about what we'll start with
Yeah,
next
so
week.
next week
or
we're
next
going
time.
to talk a little bit about competition. What you should do to prep for competition, maybe the week before, the day of, and how to recover.
And normal competition again with yourself.
Yeah, and I think we'll have a special guest.
Yeah,
With
Jess,
us
Coach
next
Jess,
time.
maybe. Hopefully you're watching.
Yee.